Good morning, friends. And today is a day like no other, like every day. Okay, I'm feeling relatively well. I no big issues currently, and I'm not looking for them. So that's another thing. If you're not looking for them, they sometimes appear to be less. When you're looking for them, they sometimes appear to be more. I did the same thing this morning. I did the tarot card reading for the world, and I did the Mayan card reading, and I wrote it out, and I'm just going to present it in order and see if I can't just decrease the amount of time I spend yapping on YouTube. So it decreases the amount of time I spend uploading the video. Because I have lots of things I'd like to do today. I have some plans. I'm going to get together with my practice group at the Temple of Presence, and we're going to get in our triads, and we're going to be given a prompt, and then we're going to download all the information that comes through us for 5 minutes. And then each of us is going to do that. And when we download that information, we don't speak, we don't respond in any way to the person that's downloading the information. We're just receptacles. It's like we're the Holy Grail that's catching the wine of life, or the water of life, or the gin and tonic of life, whatever is for you. I guess the tonic of life is my drink of choice. So it's involved, I'm really going off page again, but which involves vinegar, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, turmeric, black pepper, some liquid mineral supplement, vitamin C, and a slew of mushrooms, like six different powdered mushrooms, a couple spoonfuls of that, and I've added ashwagandha, which is actually a root that's supposedly the Indian ginseng. But anyway, it's supposed to be good for your immune system. I'm back doing some ashwagandha as well as all the other memory mushrooms so I can remember something. What was I trying to remember? Well, anyway, I'm taking memory mushrooms for a reason. Okay, I'm feeling lighthearted today. I'm feeling the disorientation that comes when one makes a major change. And so I made a major shift in consciousness on Wednesday at the Temple of Presence. I released something, and it just opened up my heart a bit wider, and I have been experiencing these intermittent periods of joy, which was a whole new experience for me. But this opening of the heart led me to want to do the video that I did yesterday by writing out a post and then doing the video. I'm going to do the same if I can just bring this to a place of focus and presence, because all change requires presence. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to click over to the words I've written, but you'll still see me, and I'll never see you. But I'm going to not read this message until I've done this video. Let's focus. Today is a day of manifestation. Okay, so first of all, we're going to set up the healing field. Then I'm going to give you the download of information that has been brought to me. So we're going to state out loud, I connect to my deep self, connect to my higher self, I connect to my highest self. I ground myself to the healing center of the earth, going down, going down, going down to the center of the earth. I open myself to the healing power of the One. I let go of anything not useful to me now, and I choose to work with the Hathors. Now, you don't have to say these next words. I can say them for you, or you can say them if you want. I ask the higher self to take us through the portal of time to the event that would be of the highest good to release and integrate at this time. Funny, it's in a different location. It's usually off to the right, but today it's off to the left. I'm flexible. Okay, so it's that event. I'm going to use my other hand so I don't have my hand in the way of my beautiful face. Okay, I invite all souls affected by this event to return to the event, to release and integrate the energy of the event for themselves. And I ask that we all be placed in a field of protection while we do this work. And upon arrival at the event, I ask the higher self to assist us to release and integrate all energies of this event gently and easily, fully and completely, on all levels and through all space and time and dimensions and realities. I added those last two. This is a big one we're doing today, so we're going to clear it. And I'm going to read some words to you. So I won't be able to see myself, so I won't be able to see if I'm making stupid faces or anything, So if a lot of stupid faces show up, that's because I have no control over it, because I can't see myself making stupid faces. But you can, and I can later when I go back and watch this. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with the Mayan calendar, and yesterday was a powerful day of healing. It was a blue solar hand day, and there's a video, you can watch it, and a post, you can read it. The moon lunar tone was tone 9, which is called the solar tone. So tone 9 is about pulsing, realizing, and intentions. It was also the 8th of the 13 auspicious days of Mayan prophet Pacovotan, which these 13 auspicious days occur through a 260-day path through the 13 lunar tones and the 20 solar tones, which combine to form 260 days. And every person and every day is a part of the Galactic dream spell. So one of the 260 radiant energies, which describe the movement and measure of synchronistic time. So if you want to find out what your specific, lunar tone and solar tone is, you can go to 13moon.com and type Dakota birth date, put your month, day, and year of your birth, and it will tell you who your kin are. Okay, so our galactic signature is an aspect of our divine design. So today is another galactic energy download. So referred to in the calendar as galactic activation portals. And there's 52 of these that occur every 260 days. So there's 13 auspicious days, and there's 52 galactic energy downloads, referred to as galactic activation portals. And these affect our DNA. These shift us. And there's 52 of them. And next month, the 13th month in the Mayan calendar, there's 10 of them in a row. Those tend to be really powerful periods of time. Okay, so you can think this as the big gap, galactic activation portal, And it's a time where the universe offers an opportunity. And it says they'll make big changes, but that should be to make big changes, but I'm not going to change that right now. When the universe offers an opportunity to make big changes. Today is a yellow planetary star day. Yellow star is related to the solar plexus. It's a day to beautify, have elegant expression, and be artistic. Notice how artistic the world is. The description of this day begins with this quote: "May we develop our awareness of the countless beautiful things in everyday life, for every phase of beauty contributes to the expansion of spiritual upliftment and understanding." And that's a quote of Meishu Suma. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. So yellow star is the agent of harmony, the keeper of the octave. Ooh. Away shore. Oh, somebody corrected it. I was supposed to say a star seed. I'll go back and edit this later. A star seed, a messenger declaring art as the creator's omnipresent gift. And just, whatever name you attach to the creation process, if it's a name you don't like, change it. But it is a creation process. And I'm going off course a little bit, but offline or off the script. But the Mayan people, in their cosmology, they see that creation comes out of the central sun of our galaxy, which they call the Hunab Ku. So you can think about the creator's omnipresent gift as the gift of consciousness arising out of the Hunab Ku. I've been out there. It's kind of a nice place. A lot of love and light. Okay. Finally, when we contemplate life through the eyes of purity, everywhere we look, we see beauty. And that was a quote by Chamalu. Again, hopefully I got your name right. All right, the lunar tone for today is tone 10, which is the planetary tone. So the words of the planetary tone are perfect, produce, and manifest. Yesterday was about setting the intention. Today is about bringing it in. Galactic activation portal, bring it in. 10 represents the principle of allowing manifestation to occur based on the coherence of the preceding 9 numbers. Here in Essence 10, the essence and the physical meet as one. The heavens touch the earth. Spirit and matter unite. Human, matter, being, spirit unite. Planetary tone invites us to consider what we are producing in our lives and by what means. Are we incarnating our ideals? All that we bring, our thoughts, words, and deeds, contribute to the planetary equation. Allow perfection to be a continuous. Their writing's not, it needs to be corrected, but it says allow perfection to be a continuous of awareness. Be a continuous source of awareness? Anyway, I'll rewrite that later. We, on a soul level, are here to support world change. By manifesting, or womanifesting, or non-binary festing, We can individually change the world by changing ourselves. Just going to have a brief pause and repeat the words. We can individually change the world by changing ourselves. Okay, moving on to the World Tarot cards. So the World Tarot cards were pulled in a manner of kind of what's the issue and what's the solution. So here's the way the cards fell. Issue, Seven of Swords. And this showed up in the reading yesterday. A feeling of helplessness and hopelessness. What's the use? We have no control. Other than how you feel. You have some control over that. You can shift your consciousness. But anyway, helplessness and hopelessness. The Eeyore consciousness. I guess it's my birthday. All right, so the solution is the Sun card, Major Arcana card. And the quote is, "You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the whole world, illuminate also my heart, so that it too can do your work." That's from the Book of Runes. So the Sun is the principle of collaboration, teamwork, partnership, cooperation, unlimited energy that is waiting to be used. Okay, so that's the issue and the solution. The next issue is the Eight of Swords. So the issue was the Seven of Swords, mental, the mental feeling of being hopeless and helpless. This next issue is the Eight of Swords, which is doubting, mistrust, overanalyzing, which makes you small and takes you out of the ability to see the world as an eagle, seeing the whole world in the space. So the solution to doubt, mistrust, and overanalyzing is the High Priestess, which is the principle of intuition, self-trust, and self-resourcefulness. When my wife asked today, what is our message for the day from the universe? This was part of this reading I was doing. I said, okay, let's check. And so the issue was the Five of Discs. So 3 discs. So the issue currently is our mental state. That's what's the issue. You don't have to pound yourself for it. You don't have to take yourself down because of it. You can just say like, oh, when we're in the state of Five of Discs, which we're worried, we have physical concerns, we're just ruminating, running through our heads. When we leave the flow of life, we become imbalanced and feel the need to figure it all out. And there's a quote that says, we can collapse worry by being present. So that's the issue, is worry, physical concern, rumination, feeling out of the flow of life. So the solution from the universe, she directly asked, what does the universe have to say? And all these cards are from the universe, but she asked it specifically. So the solution from the universe card is Major Arcana 21. The universe. We got the universe card as the solution for the question, what does the universe have to say? The universe has to say universe. What else is it going to say? What else does it know about but the universe. So it's about individuation, totality, wholeness. When we fully express our totality or full individuality, we have the experience of being home within ourselves. Okay. So then I wrote, that is a lot of data to take in. Don't worry, be present. This morning I was listening to a talk by Thomas Hubel, and in the talk he was discussing what he saw as important. And one was making space, and I added for creativity. Number 2 was working with the energy that you have, and then bringing that energy into form. And if you remember earlier, that's what today is about in the Mayan calendar. It's manifesting, it's bringing that energy into form. So remember, we are all one. So what is all this fussing and fighting for? There is enough. Care for our resources, and our greatest resource is each other. A men, a women, a whole. Okay, that's the Mayan calendar reading, tarot card reading. I'm clicking back to the video, and I did that in 21 minutes and 59 seconds. Now it's 22 minutes. All right. So, boy, that event was over on this side. So, in the final part of this process, I asked the deep self, the higher self, the highest self, and our soul group, and the oneness of all things, and the healing center of the earth and the earth itself to assist all the souls that return to this event. It's natural for me to go to the right, but the event's to the left. I asked that all souls who return to the event combine with that part of their soul that had remained at the event and bring that combined soul back into the body in present time with all of its wisdom, power, clarity, compassion, creativity, and kindness. It's a big one, I think, kindness. And with joy and love, or love and joy, we ground ourselves into the healing center of the earth, open up the portal for the delivery of the new energies into the earth at this time. And I ask and include the interdimensional being, because these new energies are coming in from another dimension. And I ask the interdimensional being to bring in these new energies through this portal now. Big energies. They feel really good after clearing whatever that dark spot was. These are good. They're all good energies. Whenever we're downloading energies from the higher realm, they're good energies. At least my experience of them is good. They might be disrupting of my life, but they're still good energies. That might be the best part of them, is they disrupt my life. And I ask that they be activated. And I let the universe and beyond know that this has been done and that it's good. And we're happy to play our part in this universal change of everything. Okay, that felt good to me. I wish I had kind of pre-read the thing I wrote, but there was so much to do to write all that and then to do a video. And it's not like I'm in a hurry or I have anything really to do other than ground the disturbance of the world. So that's kind of my full-time job. That's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the past 5.5 years. And I don't feel like I need a break. I don't feel like I want a break. There were times in the early days, like that first year, 2020, at the end of 2020, going into 21, I just said, I just need some time off. I'm speaking this to my invisible friends in the higher realms. I said, I need some time off. And they said, we just can't do it right now. We have things for you to do. This was the very beginning of January 2021. They said, we can give you some time off after around the third week, around the 21st. You can have some time off. I said, okay, 3 more weeks, I can do that. So I continued doing whatever I do. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I continued to do what I was doing. We got to the 21st and they said, okay, now you can take a day off. I didn't ask for a day, I asked for some time. But they took that and made it into a day, and they gave me a day off from grounding disturbance. And then the next day they said, we need you back. I can laugh about it now, but I wasn't laughing about it then. So something's changed. I can laugh. I'm laughing more, which is a really good sign to me. And I think was it the devil card, which is, the religions taking the religion of life, like the pagans that were just living it up and having a good time, and they took it and they turned it from lived into devil, and they said, oh, you're having a good time, you're doing something wrong. And people bought into it, and they got it droned into their head, whatever, drummed in, however it went in. A lot of people feel like, they really had to take life more seriously, become maybe a Puritan and move to the New World and destroy everything there, which is history, his story. That's all history is his story, and otherwise it'd be her story. And I don't know if we want her story because it's probably accurate and really throws off his story. Okay, that's it. There's never enough mirth. Mirth is good. Laughter is a healing art. And I'm glad to be here with you during this time of rapid change and doing my best to keep up with it. I might get an electric bicycle. Save me some gas on driving to the food bank garden and gardening. I sometimes am, driving over there in my car thinking like, boy, I'm using a lot of gas, fossil fuel to go help feed the people who need help feeding. Working in the garden, it's a delight. It's kind of like back to Eden. And just a lovely group of people that are there working the land and supporting the harvest that feeds the people. I mean, what could be better than that? An electric bicycle. Because the hill I live on is so steep. And the hills to get, it's about 10 miles, I'd guess, to get to where the garden is. And I might, my concern is it might get stolen, but I might just ask my neighbor if I can just use his bike during the week, and then he can have it back on the weekend. So we'll see how that goes. He's a good-natured person, a young person, and makes good money. So, and maybe I'll just use his wife's because it's probably smaller, probably easier for me to ride. And then I'll get a sense whether or not I should go and buy one myself after I get my dental work finished. Okay, that's it. I think it's under 30 minutes, so I'm going to stop it there. Now must go. Now can change. And be well, and know that there is a dog.